What you're actually doing in your assignment, in the next assignment, is you focus on the Bonny upwelling. And the Bonny upwelling is illustrated here with a map of sea surface temperatures. And what's shown here is the southern shelf of Australia, where you have the Great Australian Bight here on the left. And you have on the right Tasmania. Okay, and you can also see the 200-meter depth contour, which is the shelf break. Okay, Kangaroo Island, indeed Adelaide, where we are, here in Adelaide. And during austral summer, we often see a plume of cold water extending along the Bonny Coast. Bonny Coast is a region between Portland and Rope and moving into where the Coorong is, into this. Okay. There's also a nearby weather station. You can download weather data, and you have components of the horizontal wind velocity at 10 meters, and you can work out the wind stress. And you learned all about it. You can calculate wind stress and wind stress magnitude from velocities. So the next thing you need to do is you have to work out the direction of the coastline relative to north. And here it can be a little bit confusing, because in meteorology we refer to as zero are actually winds that come from the north, are northerly winds. And now you actually have to base the coastline orientations on winds which support upwelling. So you have winds which come from the southeasterly winds blowing along this stretch of the coastline here, shown in this map, the Bonny Coast. Okay, and you have now work out from these compasses what is a good estimate of the coastline orientation. And you only want to have the average coastline orientation. The details don't matter. Okay, because the upwelling mechanism actually works on a long stretch of the coast. So you want to have the average orientation of this stretch of the coast. Essentially what you could do is just put a pen onto the map and then put the pen over, and you just read off the right number. And then you have an Excel spreadsheet, where you have date, you have wind stress components, and you plug in the formula. And if you have problems with that, you can come to the face-to-face session, and you can get help, and you can produce nice figures of the upwelling index. Okay, and that's all there is. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope that you can now create an upwelling index. You can have a nice party with your neighbor, and you celebrate your achievements. Okay, you can work out an upwelling index.